Xbox gamers, sit up straight and pay attention because Razer's got something really nice for you. Good afternoon and welcome to Turbo Tortoise Tech. This one, as I've alluded to, is exclusively for the Xbox boys, which is a big R for PC because the value here from Razer is actually extremely good. Like beyond good. This product actually, as an Xbox product, is receiving a full 10 out of 10 from me, and let me explain why. They've done what every headset brand should be doing, and that's just build a really good stereo headset, because the audio separation, if you haven't used things like virtual barbershop for instance and experienced stereo separation like that, it can do a lot, and you don't need things like Virtualize 7.1 to get a proper surround sound experience. A lot of the time, honestly, it's quite gimmicky, and there's nothing gimmicky on this. It's just a raw, really good stereo headset with a built-in microphone. The microphone isn't detachable, it's the only marginal detraction, but with the value and everything like I've alluded to being presented here, it's actually kind of crazy. So let's go through the physical setup of the headset first. On the top we have a normal headband, which is quite cushioned and spongy, nice bright green color as well. Really good cushioning on the side pieces. They are like a memory foam with a very nice felt-like finish. It's not going to stick to your head like a Hong Kong pleather, which is always nice. A little pleather green ring around that just as an accent. Big green Razer logos on the side to make sure that that green carries through and you know that this is a Razer headset. Nice adjustable side pieces. One complaint from one of my mates who did use the headset was that he would have liked this to maybe be a bit stiffer, but then he put it on and realized, like, once it's on your head with the headband pressure itself, this is actually really good because you basically don't feel like that on your head at all. If you're a fat head boy like me though, then it's going to give you just a little bit of pressure, but the ear cups do make up for it, and I didn't really get mega fatigue after using them for about 30-40 minutes. They felt quite natural, to be very honest. Moving on to all the buttons and ports and stuff on the sides of the headset themselves. On the left hand side we have a mute mic button, which has a really nice tactile feedback. We've got the main volume, which is just infinite scroll, and when you do reach the top end or the bottom end of it, then it does give you a boop boop to let you know that you've run out of space. But the scroll itself is free, so it's not locked in place. It doesn't have an end or a beginning. And then underneath that is the power button. Next to that is a USB Type-C charging port, which allows you to have fast charging, so if you do run out of battery, you can be back up in 15-20 minutes or so. Then on the right hand side is the Xbox Connect button, along with a chat balance wheel. And what that does is it balances your chat versus your game volume on the fly, so you don't need to go into any of your Xbox settings to be able to set that up. Now the drivers inside of each of these ear cups are 50mm titanium Triforce Razer special editions, and they actually are quite special. The music response was absolutely fantastic on these. Went into YouTube and played a couple of tracks back, and it was a really good time. But where this thing absolutely came into its own and shone was actually in game, and that's exactly what you want, right, if you're buying it for an Xbox at the end of the day. So we played some COD Modern Warfare 2019, and what I noticed was when grenades and stuff were going off, the pressure, or the sound pressure and the echo that you would experience in real life was there in these headsets, to the point of actually kind of sounding a bit too realistic. My friend Loban and I, when we were playing with it on his Xbox, we kind of looked at each other at one point and were like, this is almost too real. We may have caused some explosions in our use. Please don't report us to the police because there's no evidence of those explosions. These little puppies pack a 15-hour battery life as well, and they are extremely light. When you put them on your head, you basically forget that they're there eventually. And like I said, it comes with a very nice braided USB Type-C cable and connection so that you can connect it to any fast charging port and charge them up really quickly. So that's more than a full day's worth of gaming. If you're gaming solidly for 15 hours, you need to get up and walk around for your own health, okay? They should have way more than enough battery life for you to do a full gaming session. Lastly, the microphone was pretty average, but this is where the whole package and everything comes together and you're like, This is 2,300 Rand. Most of the headsets that I've tested that are wireless and have this sort of setup for PC range between 2,500 to 4,000 Rand, and the audio from these is comparable to the best of wireless headphones that I've used in recent memory. I'm really not joking, the stereo positioning of this headset was so good. It's got soundstage similar to what Sennheiser produce. And I do not say that lightly. I'm a massive Sennheiser fan. Anybody that has known me for a little while knows my daily drivers, my HD 598s. They've been with me now for close on like 7 years, and I treat them like an absolute princess. I've replaced parts on them multiple times. And these are really, really good. The audio profile is not nearly as good as that is going to be. I mean, that's a wide headset that costs 4,000 Rand, not, you know, a wireless gaming headset for 2,300. But the convenience and everything you get with this is absolutely fantastic. You could have a stroll away from your Xbox, go outside, go to the kitchen for something to drink, and you could talk to your mates and stuff in game so that you know when the game's readied up, and then you can come back and play, which is like, it's so nice to have, especially because I think of a certain friend that likes to go for cigarettes before CS games and then misses his time to come back to the CS game. Well, if we were playing COD and he was on his Xbox, then I could shout at him and he would hear me and he'd come right back. That's absolutely fantastic. All in all then, I think Razer's knocked it out of the park with these, to the point that Loban is going to go and sell his Razer Krakens, which he uses as his normal daily drivers, and buy a pair of these instead. While these don't have quite the same audio profile, he was like, the difference is so minimal and the stereo positioning in these is so good that he was like, but I can have it wireless, and it would cost like only a couple hundred Rand more than what he had paid for the other headset. These are kind of amazing. I would expect these to be like about 10% to 20% more expensive than they are. And that's why, honestly, I've always, you know, I'm a very nitpicky kind of person, so I always find something that I think could be improved. There's literally nothing to do here. At the price point, this is perfection. Razer, big tick. Please, just make these for PC. And also, hardy-dars, normal South Africa things. Anyway, that is all I have for you in this review. If you have enjoyed it, please hit us up with a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the flip side.